Hello, future starter. If you're hearing this message, you have been selected and revived to take part in the Aperture Science Virtual Reality Testing Initiative. Before the exercise can begin, you will need to complete the Virtual Reality Headset Calibration course and determine your ability, or lack thereof, to move. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, engage your atrophied neck muscles and look up at the ceiling. Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, turn around and face the server farm behind you. Good. These servers are responsible for running the infinite, intricately detailed virtual worlds in which you will be free to explore. To maintain a steady, immersive, virtual reality experience, the servers are permanently cooled to a pleasant... Warning, servers at 500 Kelvin. Fire detected in Aperture Science Virtual Reality Server Farm. Please ignore the uncontrollable inferno raging in front of you. It is not important and is not part of the test. An Aperture Science Emergency Rapid Fire Response Team has been notified. Approximate arrival in 5 minutes and 30 years. Remain calm. Do not look at the fire and turn around again. Please turn around. Good. You will hear a buzzer. When you hear the buzzer, press the red button on your Aperture Science Instant Teleportation device, aim, and pull the trigger to teleport. Good. If your Aperture Science Instant Teleportation device begins to vibrate, it may be going nuclear. Place the device on the ground and alert your nearest virtual reality nuclear supervisor. This concludes the Virtual Reality Headset Calibration course. You are now a fully qualified virtual reality interactive engineer and may coexist peacefully with other virtual beings. Congratulations. Before the virtual reality exercise can begin, additional mandatory regulations require Aperture Science to remind you that under no circumstances should the headset and/or the Aperture Science Instant Teleportation device be submerged or otherwise coated in liquid, even partially. At no point during the exercise should you declare cleansing operation and of the Aperture Science Instant Teleportation device or non-exposure to virtual reality experience being used in perception of the real and virtual worlds. Failure to comply with these warnings will result in absolutely no repercussions whatsoever, so feel free to disregard the toilet. Good. Beginning VR exercise. This exercise utilizes the Aperture Science Instant Teleportation device and the Apparatus Retrieval tool in unison. Aim your Aperture Science Apparatus Retrieval tool at a weighted storage cube and pull the trigger to attract the cube toward you. Place the weighted storage cube. Well done. You have proven that you can follow simple instructions. Please proceed into the Aperture Science Deatomizing Particle. Warning. Fire in Virtual Reality Server Farm spreading to VR area. If you feel a burning sensation on your back, please ignore it and continue testing. Due to the likelihood of fusion between human and cube, teleportation while holding a cube is forbidden, and is in fact... Good. You solved 3.52 megabytes of science. Please proceed to the exit. This exercise involves the Material Emancipation Grill, which will vaporize any unauthorized material that passes through it, including, but not limited to, cubes, pacemakers, and treasured childhood memories. Congratulations! Scanners indicate that you only lost 7 childhood memories. This next test involves the Aperture Science Vertical Elevation Transportation Pad. You may feel some discomfort while using the transportation pad. All human testing candidates gave the pad a pain rating of 11 out of 10. Well done. You may now rate the discomfort you felt while using the transportation pad on a scale of 1 to 10. Warning. Virtual reality stability at 25%. Please observe the red hexagonal grill. This teleportation displacement field will prevent you from teleporting through it. Good. Studies have shown that the color red is 75% deadlier. This test involves both the Material Emancipation Grill and the Teleportation Displacement Field. Good luck. Well done. Your progress was not hindered in the slightest. This exercise involves lasers and laser redirection cubes. In the event that it does not, please assume the emergency submission position in the corner of the room and await your emergency testing supervisor. The test did in fact contain lasers and laser redirection cubes.
Past u alstublieft op met de dodelijke turrets. Indien u geen kogelvrij vest heeft meegenomen naar deze test, kunt u mogelijk problemen oplopen.
Warning. Localization error. Please take care when interacting with deadly turrets. If you did not grab a Kevlar vest on the way in, you may experience some difficulty. If you were shot during this test, please try not to bleed. Do not be alarmed. In the virtual... Warning. Server corruption at 90%. Welcome to the Advanced Laser Redirection Test. This is very similar to the last laser test, only harder. starter, you appear to grasp advanced laser redirection techniques. If you solved this test accidentally, welcome to the final test. You must now use all of the skills you have learned so far. If you cannot remember any of the skills you have learned so far, this test may be particularly challenging. Warning. Thermal sensors indicate that the fire is beginning to melt your skin. Remain calm. The faster you solve this test, the faster you can return to the real world and preserve what remaining flesh you still have.
Jeez, man. Jeez, man. Okay, so where am I supposed to go? There's a second cube I'm missing? Oh. I don't think I was supposed to pick that up. Oh, jeez. I don't think I was supposed to use that cube to finish this, but whatever.
Congratulations! You have solved the final test. You have proven yourself to be a worthy candidate for future virtual reality testing. Virtual Reality Hub at 7% structural integrity. Welcome back, Future Starter. Thank you for completing the VR training course. You have been in virtual reality for 2,056 days.
Seems right.
When you are ready, please look up at the ceiling, as you are about to be killed by falling debris. Welcome back, Future Starter, and congratulations on completing the Ancillary Psychological Evaluation course. You are in fact not dead, and your friends and loved ones may still be alive. If you wish to continue the virtual reality experience, you may enter the portal on the floor in front of you. This will initiate the vintage 1952 elevator.
Was that it, or is there more? Holy crap!
Here at Aperture, we're always trying to push the boundaries of science that little bit
Oh!
more. That's why we're taking on this new project. When the bean counters told me not to buy a salt mine to do all this science, the first thing they said was, "No, there's too much space. You can't suspend something over nothing and pray that a test can happen in thin air." Well, thanks to some use of the old calculator between the ears and a generous helping of the "you're fired" stamp, I came up with a final solution to that. If you can't anchor something in thin air, why bother trying to make it in the air in the first place? I came up with this.
That's a paperclip.
Introducing the Aperture Science Innovators Suspended Testing Sphere. Each sphere is suspended in the air, anchored to the walls by concrete and steel lattice rebar. They seem like they float in the air, but in fact, they don't. Plus, we can keep building above them, onward and upward. This salt mine here can take at least 10 of these bad boys per shaft. 9 shafts, 90 tests. We can test whatever we want to, and beat that other company into the ground. Black Mesa. Those guys can kiss my... Anyway, the bean counters cried like babies when they saw the cost of these things, but they wet their pants when they threw them out the door. I pay the bills, I make the decisions around here, and I hire and fire as I please. Now, the first of these spheres won't be ready for a few more months, so you'll be participating in one of our smaller tests, the Aperture Science Innovators Short-Term Relaxation Vault.
Go on forever?
When you get to the offices, I'll tell you a bit more. This test should be real easy for you, though. Just get inside one of the Aperture Science Innovators short-term relaxation vaults and lie in a bed. You'll feel yourself fall asleep quickly. Don't worry, though. Our science boys will get you out shortly. You'll only be out for a few minutes. An hour at most if something goes wrong. Don't worry. We've got everything under control. You'll be making science, and you won't have to do a thing. Who's the winner here? You are.
Hello.
Welcome back, Future Starter, and congratulations on completing the Ancillary Psychological Evaluation course. You are in fact not dead, and your friends and loved ones may still be alive. If you wish to continue the virtual reality experience, you may enter the portal on the floor in front of you. This will initiate the vintage 1952 elevator experience.
Oh, I guess
Room sensors indicate that the virtual reality hub is still on fire. Please proceed to your nearest emergency exit by following these few simple directions. Take the exit door on your right, and then proceed down the corridor and take the next left. When you see a blue door, ignore it and go through the green door. Walk straight for 2.1 miles. Then take the fourth door on your right. Follow the yellow line on the floor until you encounter a swimming pool. Swim across to chamber 95F. Please take care to avoid the sharks. Now, take the elevator to sublevel 397. Crawl through ventilation duct 25A until you arrive at transport hub Z. Please wait for shuttle bus 79B. Do not get on shuttle bus 79B. Instead, feel free to take a complimentary Aperture Science non-motorized motorcycle. If you do not have a driving license, please take the first left and complete the Aperture Science Emergency Driving School. Good. Now, follow shuttle bus 79B to the Aperture Science gift shop. At the Aperture Science gift shop, buy 3 companion cube pencil erasers, 1 official Aperture Science digital alarm clock, 5 individual post-it notes, and an item of your choosing. These will become important at a later time. Good. Upon leaving the gift shop, avoid packs of roaming spiders. These have escaped from the virtual reality arachnophobia self-improvement program. Exit through the triangular-shaped door and enter the pink room. Proceed up the escalator to floor 65. Then take elevator 57 to sublevel 15. Get back on the elevator and head down to sublevel 5. If elevator 57 is out of order, take the stairs to sublevel 42. When you arrive at the junction, take the third right on the left of the right exit. If you followed these instructions correctly, you should now be back at the virtual reality hovering.